Formosa is a small island, yet blessed with an array of natural wonder and splendor. From the north, ancient towns and Aboriginal villages lie alongside towering mountains, beautiful waterfalls, and elaborate temples. The central region displays the full range of Formosa's spectacular beauty, the shining sea, roaring rivers, and emerald forests. Known as the island's cultural center, southern Formosa still retains many of the traditions of the mainland immigrants when they first settled in this area. With tens of thousands of people practicing the Kuan Yin method, Formosa has gained international attention and respect for its economic independence and power. Diligent spiritual practice has brought their land abundant prosperity and development. Through the sincerity of the practitioners, Formosa enjoys the blessings and merits of a peaceful nation. In early 2007, Supreme Master Chinghai answered the sincere longing of our association members when she joined the festivities with honored guests and around 10,000 of our association members from around the world to celebrate the Lunar New Year of the Pig on February 18, 2007 in Formosa. On the same auspicious day, the Shining World Leadership Award ceremony was held, and Supreme Master Chinghai awarded the former President of the Philippines, Fidel Ramos, President of the Guzi Peace Prize Foundation, Manuel El Morato, and Senator Harrison Alvarez for their compassionate work for the Alaxese refugees in the Philippines. Following these celebrations, the international retreat took place where Supreme Master Chinghai and our association members meditated and prayed for peace throughout the world. On February 22, 2007, the Supreme Master Chinghai Day was celebrated with great fanfare and beautiful performances.
We now invite you to listen to the lecture entitled The Great Medicine Men of China, delivered by Supreme Master Chinghai during an international gathering with our association members from October 30th through 31st, 1995 in Shihu, Formosa.
Master, I heard a sound like a distant rumbling which I could hear ever since I could remember, and it is the same sound which I hear now. But whilst doing meditation on the light, I'm very scattered. It's very hard for me to concentrate. I can't sit doing the light for very long, but doing the sound, I could sit there for as long as I want.
Wow.
Well,
it's already something.
In comparison to
as long as 20 minutes if you want, right?
Yeah. So the problem is sitting there doing the light meditation. My experiences tend to be a lot more so when I'm in a dream-like state. After meditation, if I fall asleep, that's when I tend to have my.
Oh, that's good. It's good.
My experiences.
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay. You improve. It's all right. I know you improve. Huh? Dreams also experiences. I told you already. It's not always that when we sit in meditation we have the experience. Whenever it comes, in whichever way or however it comes, just welcome, and it's good for you. All right? As long as our life changes for the better, we are more loving, wiser, and more content with life and more happy. That is the outcome of meditation. Okay? No need to measure it by light and sound, because it comes when you don't even expect it. It comes most of the time during your sleep. Whether you remember it when you wake up or not is there, I guarantee. When I was studying with some of the Buddhist monks, you know, the Zen monks, they told me that you have to sit and meditate like this and your eyes open like this, and then I see nothing. I only see the nose and the floor. So one day I get tired, I close my eyes, and there comes everything. Well, I studied with many masters before, you know, because in search of the enlightenment, I looked for many masters. One of the Zen masters told me that, okay, when you meditate and you cross leg, the more you cross, the better for you. And then the waking, stop whenever you not or you don't close your eyes properly, or if you move, or if you scratch or something like bang, shaking you all over. And it doesn't happen anything. So I decided to relax, and all the bodhisattva comes. And then they told you that when you go to sleep, you can lay down and meditate too, just like I told you. It's correct, it's okay. I lay down, meditate. But when you sleep, you should lay on the side, on the right side. It's like the Buddha, Okay, no problem. I do that. But when I lay there, I meditate and try all my mind, I see nothing. But when I turn around to sleep, well, everything's there. So I wonder whether the traditional position is really good for us or not. So you do what you like, whatever you do, see the light is okay for you. All right? I tell you the truth. I tell you, if you really want to meditate while you sleep, then you have to lay straight like this, like you lay in the coffin, Yeah, right. Yeah, you're not supposed to close your eyes even. But I try many hours like this, and I see nothing. So tired, and my eyes get dry and hurt. So I say, go to, where. And I turn around. I said, now I go to sleep. And turn around, and the light comes. I just lay on my right side, supposed to go to sleep. And I couldn't sleep no more. Because the light all come. So do whatever you think is proper for yourself. If you want to see the light, even if you have to crawl on the floor to see the light, do it. I never tell you have to sit cross-legged, yeah? But as the saying goes, in the beginning, you sit cross-legged like this, you don't fall to sleep easily. That's all. But later on, you improve and you experiment with your own body and mind, yeah? And have fun. And then come and tell me, Master, while I stand up on one leg, I saw the light. I do the flamingo position. Master, while I pick my ears, I see the bodhisattva comes or whatever. You tell me. Yeah? You tell me all your experience later. Experiments, okay? But of course, to be safe, you sit there 2.5 hours every day first, and then you do anything else you want. All right? But sometimes the body demands that you rest, and just do rest. And then you'll be surprised that when you rest, the light comes. Mostly in the sleep. You know why you don't see while you meditate? Some of you, because you think too much. You keep waiting for things to come. Don't wait, it will come. It cannot run away. It's inside you. You are made of light. The whole of your being is light condensed. So whenever you can realize that, that's the time you're liberated. You are light and sound. You're not the tissues that you think you are. Everything is made from light and sound. It's different in the density.
How important is the ratio of Quan Guang to Kuan Yin in long meditations? Like, you forget sometimes.
No, it's all right like that. 2/3, 1/3. 2, 1.
But if you forget how long you've been meditating for, you sort of
it's all right, it's all right. Just to let you know the approximate time, but you don't have to count it for seconds, yeah? And minutes. It's okay. Just like you can't eat too much rice without, vegetable, or you can't eat too much vegetable or tofu or protein without mix of cereal, We need that, okay?
And
2 hours, 1 hour.
Out of curiosity, why is it 2.5 hours and not 2 or 3?
Oh, you make it 24.5 hours, all right, too.
No, the minimum, though, just the minimum.
Minimum, yes. It's 1/10 of our time. Just like we give 1/10 of our earning to charity. It's a law of the universe. It's mathematical law. At least 1/10. You can give the whole if you want. You do your best. Of course, you try to spread the good news for your brothers and sisters, to earn your merit as well, not because of them. The more sincere you are to spread the teaching, the more you expand your own beings. You see what I mean? It's for your own benefit. I don't go lecture that much, and so many people come already, and I'm very contented and happy. I think God has blessed me with so many beautiful and sincere people. If they don't come now, they come later. If they don't come this life, they come next life. The seed we sow, will never go wasted. All right? It will germinate one time or another. And if it goes on the rocks, okay, it dries. We waste some of the seed, so what?
When we see you in a dream, is it you? Or can it be some kind of figment of, no?
As long as you feel good. If you don't feel good, that means it's not good. If you wake up from a dream, after you saw an entity or a master of the past, present, or future, and you feel good, that means that person is real. Okay? If you wake up and feel lousy, that's a negative entity who appear as a master, but not.
Master, with all the entities and so on, people have mentioned a couple of times, it's our choice what we welcome into our...
No, not really. Yes,
Not,
it is,
yeah.
but it's too late now. Our choice before, when God gave us a free will to kill or not to kill, and we did kill. So sometimes the entity comes. We made enemies with many people, many beings, and now we meditate that we want to run away from all this death. They come and obstruct us for a while.
Right.
And if we are continuously, determined to practice, then they will leave, or they will benefit from our blessed atmosphere and then become liberated themselves.
Right.
Okay? So the only thing is patience and love. All right? And prayer for these people, or these entities, or these animals, or whatever. Brothers? Yeah? Okay. There is a book written about people who make abortion. All the children stick to them. And then they grow with them. They grow just as normal children. Because they don't have anywhere else to go. They're supposed to be the child of yours. So their souls stick around. The children who are aborted belong to the yin, the negative side of life, the death side of life. And then they hang around us, they make our life very negative, very darkened. They belong to the shadows of life, not the real things. And so they almost influence us, make our life not real, not bright, not always on the positive. Similar with killing animals and other people, murdering and all that. You remember the story of the Taoist in our magazine? Yeah, he's real. The Taoist person, sometimes a person come in his temple and he can saw many entities around him. And when the person starts to make trouble with the Taoist tell him, you kill that person, and now you come here and talk big. And that person was very shocked. No one ever know that he murdered these two people. Even his wife, his family members, only he himself knows. But the Taoists can see. The people who open the eyes, the heavenly eye, they can see. And then they know what happened, what you did. And these two entities that he murdered secretly before have always following him all the time and try always to make trouble for him. But later the Taoists helped him and he became better. So these things we all have to consider. That's why you asked me about the choice, huh? That's we make all this entity, or we make friends with them, or we make trouble with them. No, we didn't make trouble. There's no choice anymore now. There was a choice before. The free will, to be good or to be evil. To use the positive inside us or to use the negative inside us. Yeah? To kill or to spare lives. To kill or to do charity. And we did sometimes make the wrong choice. Also, therefore, we suffer the consequences in this life or the life after, or continuously until we pay the debt clear and clean. And should we make more of such kind of choice or more of such a karma, then of course we continue to suffer again, maybe worse, more than this. That's why the precepts, don't do it again. So whatever you did in the past, you suffer, but limitly. And then after this, you finished. Okay? But if you continue without precepts, without vegetarian diet, you will not know when to stop. And you have no fence, no regulation, and no limit for your negative use of your power. The precepts and the vegetarian diet are the way to help you to always continue to go on the positive. So whatever you did negative in the past, of course you suffer the consequences now, and the master help you in a certain extent only. Otherwise you can't develop. If the parents give the children bad and good, the same candies, same treatment all the time, then the bad continue to do bad, and the good also imitate the bad one and do the bad things, because he said, well, he has more fun and he still has same love, same treatment. Why don't we have fun with him? And also parents don't say nothing. Same love, same treatment, same reward for bad and good. Then it's no good. No good for the children. They cannot learn to distinguish between bad and good. Therefore there is hell. There is distinguished punishments for each individual, not because God is not merciful, but human. We deserve it. There's a film called Lost Horizon. And you have seen it, huh? If you don't, you see it. There was a funny sentence, was very correct. They say, oh, this is very beautiful place here. If everybody can come here, it would be beautiful, or would be nice. And the other person said, if everybody come here, it's not beautiful anymore. It's true too. It's true too. Yeah, and you know that very well. Suppose I am very compassionate, very loving, very generous, very magnanimous, yeah, treating everybody equally. So I let the children roam around here. All the people non-initiate come here and walk on your head from that corner to this corner and walk here and there, anywhere. Then can you meditate here? And can you enjoy this peaceful atmosphere which is made for you? No. And you take all your dogs and cats here as well, then we're finished. For example, so we cannot be, even we cannot be loving to our own people or to our own dog and cat in a certain place and certain time. How would God do that to us? Huh? So don't complain that there are so many levels or so bad and good. There's heaven and hell. It's necessary. Pray and hope world peace. Huh? And then dogs and cats also want world peace. And then cows and buffaloes and all want world peace because their worlds are not peaceful. We kill them. They also stand up and say, we also want world peace for us. As long as all the human beings are following their negative tendencies, there will always be retribution, lessons to learn, and for people to open their eyes and their heart, to go back to the right side, to the middle side, to know what is best to handle, what is noble for them, what is really a human being's nature, The way many people act like animals. Therefore, all these entities and all these possessed spirit and things like that, possession from the spirits, are karmas, are the retribution of what we did in the past lives. And if we truly want to avoid it, then we must avoid from now. The past we cannot change. We can minimize it by initiation, by the precepts. We're trying to follow the good life, and then sooner or later that will be finished when we pay off the karma. If we don't get initiation, we get even more entities than that. You know what I mean? The lesser entities already taken care of. Just the heavy one, the burdened, the hard head stay around. They will go, for example, like that. Okay? And if we don't get initiation, we are worse off than what we are or what we will be in the future. So actually, it's just not that after initiation everything is done and then you live in heaven all the time. You may do, if your karma is not so bad. But some have to suffer a little hell for a while. Remember Shakyamuni Buddha's first and foremost disciple, Ananda? He was kicked out of the assembly. As soon as Shakyamuni body died, nobody protects him, he was kicked out of the Sangha assembly because maybe he wasn't pure enough. He didn't have enough experience. Maybe he didn't meditate 2.5 hours a day and flirt around with women. So even Shakyamuni, foremost disciple, also punished sometimes. So who we are, okay? Understand? Yeah. That we don't make mistake, that we don't feel proud, that we're not too arrogant and things like that. Sometimes people in a higher position, they easily fall to arrogance, become arrogant. If we have talent and abilities in any kind, we should be always careful, because we very easily get arrogant. Then it's very difficult even for the master to fix it, because people don't understand what's going on inside them. Sometimes it shows out, sometimes it shows that everybody see, or some people say, oh yes, she has become very arrogant lately because too many people praise her or praise him. You see, this is very trouble with us, with our ego. Very difficult, Difficult, And to be a teacher is more difficult, especially in this business. You can't be polite too long. You can't be too polite. You can't be too polite, otherwise you don't help the disciples. You don't tell the truth. Luckily, I possess a very, very straightforward manner, Yes or no, If I say no, it's no. And it's no nonsense. But later, if that person became better, I know too. I will know, it doesn't matter how far, and I will remember.
We appreciate your presence on today's conclusion of the Great Medicine Men of China on Between Master and Disciples. Please stay tuned to Animal World, our co-inhabitants, coming up next on Supreme Master Television.